Here we are, guys, with what must be one of the quickest bits of painting on my Blood Bowl, the red. I hope you like the quick photo guide that I did. Yeah, we'll see how we can improve that as time goes on. Here's the one I did for the vid guide. Here's this guy. Here's the one I did for the photo guide, and I'm going to do the same thing on this guy here. You see how actually pretty straightforward it is. Alright, so it's been base coated in my Fiston, and that's it. First stage, just a quick mix of all this business. Oh, bloody light again. There you go, you get a better idea there. There we go, something a bit darker. Did you notice? I didn't just commit all that black in my mix. I took some of it out and I'd rather sneak up on the colour I want. Yeah, and that way I pretty much nailed it. Could I go a bit darker? Yeah, I could do, but not too bothered right now. Okay, so here we go. Just thinning that down a little bit. Straight into the gaps. As thin as you can. I'll neaten up any stuff that goes on the yellow later on. Now, actually on the one that I did over there, I think I did the shading a little bit too big, a little bit too wide. It doesn't bother me too much, but there you go. Now, there's not really a crease on this. There's kind of like maybe a subtle like flat spot area or something there. But I decided that it just looks a bit boring and that it needed a crease, so I'm going to do the same to this one, just by whizzing a quick line straight down there. And look at the opacity that I'm using. And that's that. Get rid. There you go. See it a little bit better, like that. Let's go back to the red. Reduce the opacity. Right. Now this is really just in neating up any of the black where it's gone where I don't want it to do, which isn't really a lot on this at all. But I'm doing it for the sake of the video. Yeah. So you might, one idea which kind of exaggerated in this example is the shade that I put in was pretty monotonous. Is that uniform all the way from top to bottom? Yeah. Now I've kind of blended the bottom half of it and it goes now wider to sharper. Yeah. And if you didn't see me actually do a lot during that example, then it's because I don't really do a lot. I mean, I do a lot with like the pressures of my brush and the setup of the brush to get the things that I'm actually looking for, to get the results I'm looking for. And there's more than meets the eye to how I do that. You know, start going on about energy and stuff like that, because there's certain kind of like attitude and behaviour behind getting those results out of very few brush strokes. You'd really have to see me through a one-on-one, like face to face, for that. Or get really into the nitty-gritty of your own painting. Anyway, here we go. You can see I've got a mix of Fiston and Evil Sons. Yeah, and this is pretty much going to go on in the same kind of way. Oops, I've slipped into me where my shade was there. But, oh well. I might do this stage 2 or 3 times. I say I might. I do this stage 2 or 3 times. Sometimes there's a little more Evil Sons. You see, I'm erring more towards the Evil Sons side. And sometimes there's not. Oops. paint drying on the side there. Get rid of that one, use that in a minute. There we go. Some of you guys familiar with our paint normally might notice I did quite a few brush strokes then. To be honest, the angle I'm working at right now is not my normal angle. You know, getting this so you can see the colours I'm using instead of that glare. Try to sit in this funny way as well as keep it so you can see it as well. If I'm doing this for you on camera at this angle right now, there's a lot of glare on this area for me. But I'll work through it. There we go. So yeah, just did that Evil Sun's Scarlet stage. With the pure Evil Sun, you see I did it like a couple of times. Just get it on there, add a little bit of Trolls layering. Get a little bit of Trolls layering there. I might do that stage a couple of times. Let's add a little bit more in. Lovely. These lines get finer and sharper. The more I do. Oops, that's a lot there. Accident. There we go. This is pure Trolls layer now. So pretty much coming to the end. I'm wanting to where I place that highlight really, but there you go. And last but not least, Fire Dragon. I use this pure as well. I really don't use a lot of this at all. Almost just little dots of it, really. And there you go. Any questions? Give me a nudge. Alright, yeah. So, I hope that shed a little bit of light on that. Again, I work towards economy and simplicity every time. You know, and if you, again, you're finding you try to do that and you're not getting the same results as me, then, you know, give me a nudge and we'll sort out a lesson and, yeah, we'll go from there. Alright guys, have fun.